Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Today we are going to teach you how to get your very own Charmander right here in the wild, right next to Cerulean City. Now this guy is extremely helpful. He is a great Pokemon to help your team, but he's actually very rare to catch in the wild. But we are going to teach you a very cool technique which dramatically increases your chances of catching a wild, rare Pokemon like this. So be sure to watch the rest of this episode and we will make this much easier for you. So before we even get started, if you have more than 50 Pokemon in your Pokedex, if you go straight north from Cerulean City across the Nugget Bridge, then you can run into this guy right here who will just give you a Charmander for free as long as you've caught more than 50 Pokemon. So be sure to do that if you have more than 50 in your Pokedex. If not, we can start here in the Cerulean City Poke Center and we'll go south into the Pokemart and we're gonna buy some lures. As long as you have beaten Misty in the gym and you have the Cascade badge, you can actually get some new items in the shops, and we're gonna buy a few lures to help us catch a rare Pokemon. Now, when you use a lure, it dramatically increases your chances of catching a rare Pokemon and seeing it in the wild. But they're a little bit expensive, but they're definitely worth it, and they actually wear out over time. So it's a good idea to grab a few, maybe 10 if you can afford it before you come out here, because the longer you're running around, the better your chances are going to be. Now, we're also going to teach you the chaining technique where you can get catch combos, and each time you increase that combo count, it's going to make it more and more likely to find a Charmander. So we are here in this little patch of grass just next to Cerulean City. It's really easy to get here from there. And I'm going to open up my bag and start using lures. So we're going to use that item, and hopefully it won't run out before we catch one, but even if it does, we'll just use another one. And we're going to do a technique called chaining or catch combos, where we're going to try to catch the same Pokemon over and over again. Now, Jen is actually sleeping in because she is sick right now. I feel really bad for her, but while she's doing that, I figured I would catch a Charmander and a Squirtle. So I'm playing with both controllers, and I'm actually going to teach you a really cool technique in the next episode, which gets you excellent throws almost every time, and you can actually combo doing it just one player. So we're going to catch this first Spearow, and these are going to be the easiest thing to chain in this patch of grass because there's so many of them. So now I want the next thing that I run into to also be a Spearow. And we're just going to catch nothing but Spearows in this chain, and each time we catch one more, it adds one to the combo. So this will take a second for me to get used to this because I'm not used to doing this yet, but we'll get it down and then we'll show you how to do this. It's a really cool technique. Makes it much easier to catch. So we just caught our second Spearow, and we're getting tons of experience because I'm throwing both Pokeballs at the same time. And you can see here it says catch combo 2, keep it up. So we've caught 2 Spearows, and we're just going to run this in really fast forward as we're catching more of these. But if you continue to catch nothing but Spearows over and over, that combo will keep counting higher and higher. So once we get done getting all of our experience and moves and all that stuff, which our Pokemon are just leveling up like crazy, then we now have a catch combo 3. Now, things that can break your catch combo are if you catch a different Pokemon, like this Rattata. I have to run away, otherwise it'll break the chain if I actually were to catch that. Now, another thing is if I try to catch a Spearow and it runs away, it's also going to break that chain, so it's worth throwing 2 Pokeballs to make sure we continue the chain. Now, once you get the chain up to about 5, it makes it much more likely that a Charmander will appear in this patch of grass. And this applies to any rare Pokemon. We'll do the same technique for Squirtle and anything else like that. So we now have a catch combo 5, so that's going to increase our chances of a Charmander, and the lure is also going to increase our chances. So it's a pretty good chance, and there he is. He just popped up there. So we are going to try to catch this guy, and when you're trying to catch him, he is actually a very difficult catch. So that little ring right there is going to be either green, yellow, or red, depending on how hard it is to catch him. And he is a red difficulty, which means he's really hard to catch. So I'm going to use a raspberry, and I'm actually going to try using a second one. I'm not sure if that is actually going to help anything, but we'll do it anyway. What the hey? And I'm going to go ahead and use a Great Ball for the first player. Now, it doesn't make it any better chances if you use a Great Ball for the second player, so it's much more efficient to use one Great Ball and one regular Pokeball. And I got an excellent throw there with both hitting at the same time, so that is going to give us about the best possible chance of catching him. And there we go, we caught ourselves a Charmander. Now, if we failed at catching him, we could start the chain all over, but Actually, I think we'd still be okay with the chain if he got away. But now that we've caught a different Pokemon, that chain is broken and it's no longer active. But here we go. We got ourselves a Charmander, and that is going to be a very helpful team member for the rest of this game. So I'm going to head straight back to Cerulean City, and on the next episode, we're actually going to show you how to catch a Squirtle, and I'm also going to teach you a cool technique that you can use if you are playing one player to actually have both characters playing at the same time and get perfect combo throws every time you throw the Pokeball. So be sure to watch that, and we will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. We hope to see you again.
Thanks so much for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to our channel so you'll be notified when we launch our next video.
We are a married couple who loves playing video games together, especially console games, and we have a PS4 and Nintendo Switch, and we play a lot of co-op games for those systems. And we know it's really hard to find good, clean videos out there that the whole family can enjoy, so we thought we would invite you to game with us and join us in our fun, and we promise to always have clean content that is profanity-free and safe for the entire family. So please keep watching and support our channel, and we will see you in the next video.